Hello, Gemini. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your January reading for the second half of the month, your love and life reading. We're going to be taking a look at what your angel guides need you to know at this time about your soul connection, and of course, any advice on life matters. So we'll take a look at that. General reading, as always, guys. It won't resonate with every single person, so please do keep that in mind. Release what doesn't make sense for you, and if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box, as well as a link to all of the creators that have featured decks here today. Okay, so let's get started, Gemini. These are the 3 decks that we will be using to get things started for your focus messages. This is the Pining Rose Twin Flame Ascension deck by Calico Moon, and then we'll grab a message from the Sensual Sweet Angelic Whispers deck by Sister Moon Tarot. And then I just felt like using this deck. This is my self-created one. It's called the Definitive Answers Oracle, when you just need a yes, a no, a just matter-of-fact answer. So let's take a look and see what comes through here for the collective from that particular deck, okay? So let's begin and see what comes through this time around. And of course, cross-watchers and anyone else who's been guided to tune in to this reading are welcome. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini for the second half of January. What's your first focus card? So let's grab one. I'm guided to this card right here. We've got suppressed, so this could be suppressed feelings, things that you're either holding in that you need to express to someone, whether romantic in nature or not. So that's what I'm picking up from this particular card, or it's your person who's got a lot of suppressed feelings when it comes to you, and they're holding a lot inside their heart space. They've got a lot to say, but maybe they haven't either had the opportunity to speak up, or if you guys are in separation and unable to speak at this time. Okay, so we'll take a look and see, of course, how the rest of this reading picks up off of that energy. All right, so let's go ahead and add to that with a message from the Sensual Sweet Angelic Whispers deck. Angels and spirit guides for Gemini, please. I'm guided to this card. I avoid you because I am afraid to admit my feelings. Interesting. Suppressed. So when it comes to a particular person here, Gemini, that you're focused on, these 2 cards go together. They're avoiding you. You haven't heard from them. They're suppressing all of these feelings, and they're clearly communicating here. They are afraid to admit those feelings to you. Now, for some of you guys tuning in, my Geminis, this could be you, okay, if you resonate with that for yourself. It's just so interesting how those 2 cards really pick up off of each other's vibes, okay? So let's go ahead and grab a definitive answer for the collective here. For Gemini, what is it? Let's grab this one. We have nay, okay, which of course is no. So some of you guys, maybe you're asking a yes or no question, and for now, this is the answer. Okay, so maybe the timing is off for something to happen, either in your love life or some other aspect of your life, which could present itself to be a blessing in disguise later. If it's not happening right now, there's a reason for that, okay? So trust in the journey that you're on and see how the rest of this month goes. You might receive some sort of confirmation from someone, or just trust your instincts and what it's telling you. It might really be trying to convey a particular message to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some additional insight here, if I can decide on what deck I want to use, which I'm guided towards the Love Potion Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. So let's take a look at that. So someone's holding back on expressing their feelings right now, Gemini. And maybe this could be them saying, it's like, oh no, I'm not ready. I gotta hold these feelings in a little bit longer. I'm not ready to say what it is that I have to say. So if that's the case, if you're waiting to hear from someone, and for now it's a nay, That doesn't mean it's going to be that way forever. This is just the energy entering into the second half of January. Okay? So, from the Love Potion deck. Interesting. We've got the Death Potion. Time for a change. Okay, and I know a lot of people get freaked out by the Death card in tarot, but all it really means is that something's coming to an end in order to make room for a new beginning. And in order for those changes to be implemented, there has to be closed doors. There are certain cycles that need to come to an end in your life. Seems too good to be true, okay? So if there's a particular instance or situation, whether, again, tied into your love life or some other aspect of your life at this time, Gemini, if it does seem too good to be true, maybe it is. Maybe that's why we have a nay answer right here. So trust your gut and instincts and your intuition. If it does feel like it's too good to be true and something feels off, then trust that. Adjustments required. It kind of makes sense. Time for a change. The way things were going before in your life was not working, or something needs to be tweaked there somehow. There's something that needs to change. This could apply to your person too. They have to assess their life and see, what is it that needs changing? Especially if you guys are in separation and you're not together right now. Your angel guides right now are directing you guys to really pick up off of this nay answer. It's like, hold on. You know, it's a caution sign. It's like, maybe right now is not the right time. So be mindful of that. And your person needs to be that way as well in the meantime. We do have It's So Over for you guys. For someone who relates to this, maybe again, we keep going back to that nay answer. It's like, nope, we're over, we're done. Maybe that's why we've got this Death Potion here. So for those of you that relate to a situation, a relationship that needed to come to an end because it was no longer serving a purpose in your life, makes sense that we've got that nay answer right there. And I'm also feeling, Gemini, for some of you that relate to this, part of the reason why someone's afraid to admit their feelings is when they had the opportunity to express those things, their feelings, maybe they didn't do it. And now that you have detached from them, now that things are over between the two of you, maybe that's why they're coming through as suppressed feelings. Because maybe it's just a little bit too late at this point. We also have interference coming in, which could be third-party situations for some of you. So this was the perfect card to come through. It's like nay to interference, to outside influences, to other people that don't need to be a part of that equation. So we've got a few scenarios coming through here. So some of you guys got yourself out of a situation that maybe you felt like it was the end of the road, it was over. Because of third-party situations, changes need to be implemented in your life. So did the other person. They needed to create change in their life. And maybe when you guys were together, maybe it was just like a little fantasy world where you guys were in. But as it says, it seemed too good to be true. And it ended up not lasting. It ended for a reason here. More than likely, third party is what I'm feeling here. But they're still into you. Mirrored feelings. Okay, so if you guys are mirroring each other's feelings, then you're both still into each other, even though it's over. Even though someone may have walked away here or you walked away from someone. There's a reason why you guys can no longer express your feelings to each other, because it's over. Okay. So let's add to this and see what else needs to come through. I'm guided to pull, I've been using this deck a lot, but I love it. This is the Pining Rose Love Oracle deck by Calico Moon again. That very first card deck is Calico Moon's as well. Check out her channel if you're not familiar with her content. She's a great reader and deck creator. So Gemini, what else? Is it really over? Or is this something that can be rectified? And, you know, again, part of that death energy, one door closes, another one opens. And if what brought you guys into separation was a third party situation, if that's a thing of the past, maybe there's a way for you guys to reconnect and start over. Because with mirrored feelings, which can pick up off of a twin flame connection for some of you, Geminis are the twins. You guys are still into each other. That's what I'm feeling here. And it could be a mutual thing where you guys are both suppressing your feelings. Look at that. Commitment. Maybe somebody's ready for commitment here. I'm also feeling, if there were third-party references, that somebody was already married, which is why this could not continue. We have an apology here. I'm sorry. Somebody regrets their actions. Somebody could be very apologetic for how things played out. In this connection, we do have that ring there. It could be a wedding ring. We've got a bride and groom right here. Wedding references. Somebody was married here. We've got obsession coming through as well. So I'm getting this for some of you, even though you are more than likely at a distance from one another at this point, because you guys still have feelings for each other, there might be a part of that vibe where you can't seem to detach really in your heart of hearts. You guys haven't been able to fully let each other go in that way. In the 3D world, you guys might have parted ways. You've said goodbye to each other, but in your hearts, in the 5D, telepathic communication between the two of you, maybe that's where you guys are still connecting. There's this energy of obsession where you can't seem to let it go, or maybe they can't let you go. Look at these vows here, okay? Commitment, vows. So I do feel there could have been marriage vows for some of you. There could have been marriages that came to an end as a result of this interference. And this vows card is falling right below "it's so over." So maybe a marriage came to an end because of a third-party situation and infidelities. And look at this interference. Now we've got this karmic partner falling right below interference. So it was a karmic that interfered and might have broken up a committed partnership here. But look at this. This is the next card. There's still hope. There's still hope for you guys to be able to rectify this situation. And that first step, of course, is whoever is not wanting to be in a committed partnership anymore. If this is your person, Gemini, if they were taken at the time, if they were unavailable to you, then they're going to have to figure out who it is that they want to be with. Do they want to invest time with you, or do they want to stay in a committed partnership? It's up to them. Or it could be up to you if that's what you're dealing with in your life. But there's still hope here for you guys to be able to work through this. You might even be seeing each other in your dreams. We've got dancing through my dreams here. Maybe you guys loved to dance together, or somebody really loves music. Look at this. We've got rekindle. There's a chance to rekindle this partnership. And the next card is new beginning. So this is the progression of the messages that are presenting itself here. So it ended, but there's a chance for you guys to start over and have a new beginning. And that new beginning has to be as a result of one person detaching from a partnership that they really no longer want to invest their time in. because that opens things up for the two of you to be together, ultimately. Because there is no longer that interference from a third person, and you guys are basically free to explore where this connection could go. That's what I'm getting from that. So let's add to this. This is my tarot teacher deck, and this is a deck that I've introduced a while ago. I created this deck especially for beginners, those who would like to learn how to read tarot. It's got upright and reversed meanings for each card, so it makes it really easy to learn tarot if that's something that you're interested in. And it's available in the gold edging as well as without. So if you're interested in this one, the deck shop link is down below, as well as all of the creators that you see here today, okay? So what's up, Gemini? What else do we need to know here? There is a potential to rekindle the partnership. So, but I mean, just because the potential is there doesn't mean every single one of you guys watching is going to reconcile. It's totally up to you what it is that you're wanting. But maybe you're listening to this and you're like, no. You know, that chapter of my life is over. It came to an end and I'm ready to have a new beginning for myself, which is totally your call. So here we are with the Queen of Swords. So my feminines, okay, this could be you. Divine Feminine Gemini. Swords is air energy. This is your own vibe right here. Maybe it's finally come to a point where you've just been able to face the truth of a situation. What you've wanted from your person is for them to be honest with you, to come forward with the truth. And I'm also feeling for my feminine, Divine Feminine Geminis here, there could have been a point during this journey where you just wanted to be independent and spend time on your own to figure things out. You want someone to be upfront with you instead of just beating around the bush to get to the point. You could have also used that sword to cut a masculine out of your life if there were infidelities and third parties. Look at this. The Lover's card, specifically Gemini, okay? So here's the thing, because we've got mirrored feelings and this love potion so into you, you guys still share this deep love between each other. This is the capability of bringing romance back into this connection. The sexual connection, the attraction is still coming through here. You guys could be dreaming about each other sexually. The Lover's card can restore harmony in a partnership, bringing it back together. And the Lover's card presents you with a choice, Gemini. Is it nay forever? Is it you're done? You've closed the door to this chapter of your life? Or yes, you guys had to say goodbye at one point, or are you willing to give this another try? Totally your call. But look at the next card. You've got the Sun. The most amazing card in tarot. Okay? This is where your happiness is right here. And maybe the person that you're thinking about for this reading represents the ultimate happiness for you. Maybe this is the person that really has captured your heart, and there's nobody else that could ever compare. But again, if there are third parties, if there's been infidelity, trust issues, lies, secrets, you name it, then that part of the equation needs to be dealt with, addressed, and left in the past. Because you've got the Sun right here that can bring the two of you back together. We've already got that rekindled card right here. And then you've got the new beginning card right next to it. You also have There's Still Hope. So these three cards right next to each other and coming through with the Sun's energies and next to your own vibe of that Lover's card, it looks pretty positive that there's still a chance that you guys can work through this. And look at the next card. You've got the Two of Cups. Unbelievable. You guys are quite compatible, really. This person could not only be your twin flame, for some of you guys that resonate more with a twin flame, a soulmate connection. The Two of Cups could certainly be indicating that here. This is another card letting us know that harmony can be restored in a partnership, bringing it back into balance. If you see a future with this person by way of a long-term commitment and marriage, we do have the commitment card, remember, and then we also ended up getting vows right there. So it's possible that you guys can build a life together by way of marriage and really being open to a lifelong commitment with each other. It's so interesting. We've got the moon falling right below interference because of the moon picking up off of Pisces energy for some of you. Cups is water energy as well, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So the energy of the moon, it's tapped into illusions, our fears, our anxieties, but it's also about our fantasies, okay? It can be deceptive in energy for some, somebody who's keeping secrets. Not surprising if it's right next to this interference card, third parties, infidelities, people that were not honest with each other, or somebody wasn't being honest with you, Gemini, or vice versa. But along with the more challenging aspects of the moon, there's healing energy as well, because the moon has a dark side and a light side. So that light side is what's going to create healing in your life and in a partnership that has gone through these challenges. You know, that light at the end of the tunnel. What is that light? Right here, the sun. So remember that choice that I was talking about when it comes to the Lover's card. With the Four of Cups, if, for example, you wait too long, Gemini, to make a decision to create some sort of movement here between the two of you, to reach out, to say what you got to say, especially if you've got these suppressed feelings right here. If you wait too long, then it can turn into a missed opportunity, okay? You guys are more than likely at this point already disconnected in the 3D world anyway. I don't feel you're disconnected in the 5D or in your hearts. So use this Four of Cups energy to contemplate your next step, what it is that you're wanting. You could certainly have some regrets over how things have played out and knowing that things aren't moving between the two of you. Things are stagnant. But with that Lover's card, again, specifically your own Gemini energy, through that one choice that you make, you can create some sort of progress between you and your person. Okay, so the Five of Wands, not surprised to see that because there is competition that is a part of this energy. There's rivalry, there are conflicts because of third parties, because of infidelities, because of other people that were interfering in this partnership. So if we can get rid of all of these negative energies attached to this interference and a karmic that could have been toxic for some of you, then that's what's coming in for you. The Ten of Cups. Amazing. Okay. So a reunion. We already know again about the rekindled partnership. If you guys live together, this can also represent a homecoming. Somebody's returning. Someone's coming back home. This is somebody that fulfills you. This is somebody that makes you happy. This is your divine counterpart in this lifetime. You've got the Two of Cups. Now you've got the Ten of Cups. If you want to marry this person, this is the card you need. They perhaps are ready to commit. Maybe you are as well. So it looks pretty good. You guys can take it in that direction. But there are certain elements that you both had to deal with that needs to be left behind, you know? It's a thing of the past, more than likely. And that's exactly where it belongs, in the past. It does not need to be a part of your present life, and it does not need to be a part of your future when it comes to this person that you have in your heart. Okay, so I wanted to grab some messages from my Thinking Man Oracle. This is the Volume 2 deck. Let's grab some messages from the Divine Masculine, and let's see what this masculine wants to say to the feminine. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Gemini, Divine Masculine. All right, Divine Masculine. Oh my gosh. We're two stubborn people, keeping our distance, trying to prove we're both right. This is fucking ridiculous. Can we please just be together already? I love you. That's where the masculine is at. Look at this next message. Remember, right from the start, there was this suppressed energy. And then the card right after it, I avoid you because I'm afraid to admit my feelings. Look at this next message from the Divine Masculine. I regret not telling you how very much I loved you. Is it too late for me to tell you now? And of course, my feminines tuning in, that's your call. And isn't it interesting, again, going back to the nay message? No, okay? So is it too late for me to tell you now? No, it's not. It's not too late. It is not too late. We can't do in the 5D what I really want to do with you in the 3D. That's for sure. So, you know, maybe this masculine has been fantasizing about the feminine, certainly, you know, sexually in those intimate moments. And just being together. Speaking of togetherness, look at the next message. Let's stay together. Please say yes. And maybe at one point in time, my feminines, your response was no. It's like, nay, it's not happening. But if you're open to a second chance, if you're open to rekindling the romance, maybe you guys can get it right this time. Let's grab one more message from the masculine. You are a true blessing to me. That's how this masculine sees you. And I'm just looking at the bottom of the deck. This says, we were best friends. I love you. I need you. I miss you. Will you let me come back to be your best friend again? So again, my feminines, it's your call. Totally up to you whether you accept this masculine back into your life. But again, mirrored feelings. I have a feeling that you guys feel the same way and are willing to give this another try. Okay. So let's grab some messages from the Divine Feminine here. So, I forgot to mention, this is my X Oracle deck. So let's take a look and see. What's the response from the Divine Feminine here? How are you feeling? Look at that. Please come back to me. So believe me, your masculine wants to come back to you. Be mine again. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we've already seen the energies and messages from the Divine Masculine. So my feminine, if you're watching this and you're wanting your masculine back and still want your masculine in your life, they want the same thing too. Do you still love me the way you used to? I want nothing more than to be yours again. Kind of feel you guys are on the same page anyway. Come back. Please come back to me. Come back. So my feminines, you definitely want your Divine Masculine back in your life. Look at this next card. Roses are red, violets are blue. You are my best friend. I am your best friend too. Let's not give up on a love that is true. Sound familiar? So remember the message from the Divine Masculine. We were best friends. I love you. I need you. I miss you. Will you let me come back to be your best friend again? And now we've got this message from the feminine. Roses are red, violets are blue. You are my best friend. I'm your best friend too. You guys were each other's best friend, basically. You still more than likely feel this connection to your masculine, and the masculine feels it just as strongly with you, my feminines. Wow, That's pretty intense. Okay, so I wanted to go ahead and grab some songs here. Actually, before we do that, I'm guided to pull from Bridget's decks. This is the Journey of Love 1 and 2, and I was just guided to pull from these. So let's do that before we pull some songs. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. Second half of January. I've been watching you, okay? So now for some of you guys, this isn't going to resonate with everyone. So if your person has been keeping their eye on you, and if they're jealous, if part of that jealousy might be that some of you guys may have already moved on to someone else, which is why we have a nay answer here, okay? So take that only if it makes sense, of course. And then we've got isolated. I'm empty without you. I really do feel that for the majority, that you guys are still thinking about each other. You guys are best friends. The love is still there. The attraction is still there. And without each other, you feel empty. Destiny, number 39. I want forever with you. Ready to commit. We have ascending, number 8. We have a special purpose, my love. So even though more than likely you guys went your own way, you went your separate ways, because that's what's coming through in this reading, there's a special purpose as to why you're being given the opportunity to reconnect. We have pedestal number 40. I admire everything about you. You are admired. You are desired. You are loved. This is quite interesting. Okay, so we've got I'm empty without you. Now this is the next card. I'm lost without you. Emptiness. Maybe you both feel the same. Again, mirrored feelings. And last card, fated. I'm sure this was all meant to be. So you guys had to go through this journey. And parts of that journey were painful. But you guys were meant to go through it to address whatever issues you guys had. And you've got some pretty amazing cards coming through from the tarot deck. You know, you've got the Lover's card. You've got the Sun card. You've got the Ten of Cups. These are all very positive in energy, letting you know that you can certainly have the ultimate happiness between you and your person. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some songs, as I mentioned. This is my Heart Songs deck, so let's grab some, Gemini. Angels and spirit guides, please. For the second half of January. For Gemini, what are the songs? And if you're not familiar with the song, see if you resonate with the lyrics. All right, first song, Over and Over Again by Nathan Sykes and Ariana Grande. From the way you smile to the way you look, you capture me unlike no other. From the first hello, yeah, that's all it took. And suddenly we had each other. And I won't leave you, always be true. 1 + 1, 2 for life. Remember this card? Destiny, I want forever with you. So with a reconnection here, Gemini, this person means business. They want to be a part of your life forever. And maybe you're ready to commit to this person in the same way. All right, let's grab another song here. Okay. It Must Have Been Love by Roxette. It must have been love, but it's over now. Okay, so we already have this card. It's so over. So I kind of feel this might have something to do with past energies. Okay, it must have been love, but it's over now. Lay a whisper on my pillow, leave the winter on the ground. I wake up lonely, this air of silence in the bedroom and all around. Touch me now, I close my eyes and dream away. You know, so that's where you guys are connecting in the 5D for now. And I feel with time, you'll be given the opportunity, who knows, maybe the second half of January, to even start the ball rolling towards communication. Everything I do it for you. By Bryan Adams. Look into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. Search your heart, search your soul, and when you find me there, you'll search no more. Everything that they represent in your life and vice versa, you know, I feel your search is over, Gemini. You know who it is that has captured your heart. There's only one person that could represent that type of vibe in your heart. You know who it is. And there's the opportunity to really live happily ever after with this person. You guys may have had to break up because of interferences, because of third-party situations. But I have a feeling, you know, as I mentioned, one door closes, another one opens, giving you guys another chance to get this right. So don't bring past baggage into this. Deal with that. Leave it in the past. And try to work through the issues that you guys have faced and move on and be happy. You know, you've got the Ten of Cups. You've got the Sun on your side. Pretty amazing stuff. Okay, so wrapping things up here, guys, I wanted to grab a final card from, I forget the name of this deck. I'll list it down below. I believe it's Angel Messages from the Angels, I believe it is. So wrapping things up here, Gemini. It may or may not pertain to your love life, but this is a love and life reading. So let's take a look and see what the angels want to leave you with as far as this reading. All right, here we go. We've got Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So right from the very beginning, remember we've got this suppressed card right here. This is somebody who's unable to communicate. Okay, so Archangel Gabriel is here to help you communicate to each other. And also somebody could also be very gifted, very creative in art, in painting, or however way you're gifted if you're able to resonate with that. We also have Grace and Antoinette. So this card reads to help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. And it helps, you know, to be able to see each other's perspective, to be able to understand each other better. Oh my God, this next card, Mystique. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. So if someone has said no to you, don't take no for an answer, because maybe it's not the end. It's not the end of this love story. Not between you and the person who has captured your heart. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. Guys, I hope you were able to enjoy this reading, whatever part of it made sense for you. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below. Thank you guys so very much, and I will see you next time. Take care.